Good day, puppy lovers. I have Pixie with me today, the Papiranian. That's a Papillon Pomeranian mix. And we're gonna brush her out a bit. This is gonna be a full groom video, so sit back, relax, and maybe you'll learn something or two. All right, here we go. Okay, so first off, I'm gonna put my mic on my arm here so that you can hear the brushing well. Yes, so we're gonna start with brushing her out a bit. I'm gonna put my mask on because I don't want any of those hairs in my nose. But I'm gonna give her a light brush, especially back here and around the collar. Because she does tend to lose a lot of hair. You know, it's totally normal that these dogs, you know, lose their hair. The first time I groomed her, oh my God, she had so much coming out. It was crazy. She's not bad now because Mom said that she brushes her regularly now, so should be good. I'm gonna go straight to the bath, huh, hon? Oh, this tail's got a lot. I'm gonna start at the tip here and then make my way up. Her tail is a bit tangled. That's a lot of tail, honey. Yeah. You're a good girl. She's just letting me brush her. Huh? Are you anxious just a little bit? She kept jumping up on her mom, saying, "Don't leave me here. Don't leave me with the groomer." So Mom wants me to groom her a little differently this time. She doesn't want so much chest here. This collar, she wants me to keep just this fluff and the rest to bring this down, because she says when she puts a harness on, it's complicated and it's just too much hair everywhere. So I'm not gonna shave it because she wants the whole body to be nice and short. I'm not gonna shave this. I'm gonna do it, you know, I'm gonna scissor this. I think it's better to scissor it. Because I don't want to have, like you'll see, I don't want to have this big thing here and then after that, nothing. It's going to need to taper off, right? So I prefer doing it with the scissors, and we'll do it like that. Same thing for her bum bum. We're going to leave you a little bit of bum bum. We're going straight to the bath, honey. Straight to the bath. See? I warmed up your soap for you. Empty this out. Empty everything out. These are all my tools here. Oh, I am not, I don't want to get this wet, so I'm going to take this off. That would have been a big mistake. Okay, hon, down. I'll move this over. This is my cup from this morning. Hey, get with it. I'm gonna get that water to warm up. Hey, Pixie girl. So for those who don't know yet, I've started my memberships. So if you're interested in other types of videos that I do, like there's this huge gardening project I'm doing outside in my front in my front lawn, and I have a huge garden that I'm creating in the back. I started planting trees. Actually, I started a few years ago, but I started documenting it and uploading it to YouTube. So you can see that if you become a member, you can see all of that in there. I will be posting also just videos of me grooming but not talking. Just grooming the dogs. What did I call it? I recorded my first one this morning. It's called, what am I calling it? I'm not even remembering the name. Quiet grooming, yeah, quiet grooming. Just quiet grooming. I was gonna say silent grooming, but it's not silent. It's just quiet. You pretty girl. Yes, you are. This is gonna be a different kind of cut, guys. Huh? This will be a different kind of cut. You guys are used to seeing me doing Shih Tzus and Bichons and, you know, all of those. But this little pixie's getting a different cut. Well, it's kind of the same. Your head's going to be different. It's going to look different. You look different. Different's good, right? Keep those toes nice and clean. So yeah, I usually do 2 shampoos, but if it's fluffing up like that, if the soap is like this, look at that. I am definitely not going to do a second one. There's no need for a second shampoo. Okay, maybe if the camera would be a little lower here. Sorry, this is new for me to have the camera on me while I'm giving the bath, so I'm trying to stay on the dog. Huh, Bixie? Yeah. She does pretty good. She's a bit squirmy though. Well, not now, but on the table sometimes she can be squirmy. I guess it depends on the days. You know, some dogs do better sometimes. Sometimes they'll do better and sometimes less. I guess because they're just not always in the mood for having their bath. You know, they might have too much pent up energy and they just want to get off the table and go running around, especially after the bath. They love to do that after the bath, go run around and rub their faces all over the place. So yeah, client doesn't want me to touch her ears. Wait. Wait a minute. So we won't touch your ears. We'll wash them, dry them, clean them, but we're not gonna cut. Pixie girl, just a drop, just a drop. Wait. Not much hair there, huh? But you do have skin, so that needs to be cleaned. All right, we're gonna rinse you out. Pixie girl. I have been working on my yard. Give me a second, I need a towel. What you doing, girl? Huh? What you doing? Whoops. So yeah, I've been working really hard on the yard. Posting videos lately, my members area, and yeah, I'm anxious to get deeper into, you know, the backyard. I got so much work to do around here, and I figured by creating the memberships, I can document everything that I'm doing. I love before and afters also. And I can share, you know, I'm documenting and at the same time I'm sharing. So that's definitely one thing that's going to stay. You know, in the winter time, it'll be other things. Like in the winter time, I'm going to be doing some work inside the house. I have the downstairs. It's my daughter's having her third baby, and I want to convert my downstairs into like a bedroom slash playroom type of thing. Got lots of work to do down there. I have my kitchen renovations to get done in there. These are all things that I need to get done. Next year I have my pond that I want to do. Oh, speaking of pond, I asked my neighbor, because my pond, sorry honey, I have to keep your nose down, we got to rinse it out. No water in your nose. Yeah, so last year I asked my neighbor if she could take my lily pads. I have lily pads, and I asked her if she could take them and put them in her pond, because I have a small pond here, but the pond is just 2 feet deep and my lily pads wouldn't make it through the winter, right? So hers, she has a really deep pond. So I asked her if she could care for it during the winter, if I could just drop it down in her pond, and then in the spring I'd pick it up, right? So she's all good, everything's fine, but she has fish. So yesterday I was talking with her, as you know, we were chit-chatting and we were around my pond, we're talking around my pond, and I said, hey, look, wow, looks like something's alive in there. And she says, oh, because I had already went to get my lily pads, right? And then so she says, oh, you know, lily pads, they kind of serve as a little incubator for little fish. And it's like, oh my God, now I have a bunch of goldfish babies. Well, I think they are. They're these little tadpole-like little fishy things. Anyhow, I'll see, unless it's some sort of other bug, but I don't think it's a bug. So I'll keep you guys posted with that also. And I'll probably post them in my for my members. Now that wasn't so bad, Pixie. You know, I had a quick story to tell. Nice bath. Good girl. Ah, you do such a good job, little girl. There. I think I had recorded Pixie at one point. Didn't we do a video? Did we? I don't remember. Do you guys remember? Did we do Pixie? There. Pixie's my last pup for today. I'm finishing early. Yay for me! Yay for me! Maybe I'll be able to go dig up my... not dig up. I mean, dig a hole for my other tree. I have not planted my other tree yet. So I have another tree to plant. You coming with me? Up. There you go. Good girl. Come. Good girl. You're such a sweetie. Yes, you are, and you know it. She knows it. And her mom is so nice. She giggles all the time. It's a giggly mom. She's got giggles. Mommy's got giggles. Okay, that's a nice splash. So, as usual, I will add for sure a conditioning spray for this little girl here. I just want to make sure we get a lot of that water out. Hang on. Are you gonna give me a kiss today? Huh? You wanted to give me a kiss a while ago, but you didn't. You went to give me a kiss, then you turned around. There. All right. So I'm gonna put some spray, conditioning spray. There you go. There. I'll give you a quick brush. Just a quick brush before drying. Up, up. Bum. So I ran out of my rounds. I was certain I had another, you know those makeup rounds? I was certain that I had more. I have to go later at the pharmacy and pick some up. I was certain I had rounds. Turn, turn, up, up your bum. So now to clean her ears, I gotta use baby wipes. I used to use baby wipes. There's another salon well, when I first started, I was working at a salon, and that's what they showed me to use, right? But I quickly decided to use the ear solution. But it's fine. Huh? Why is that around you like that? I'm in trouble with that. My little rubber ducky is in the wash. Is that gonna hold? Can that hold? There. All right. So we're gonna do the baby wipes for your ears. Boom. So if you're in a jam, you can use this. This is fine. I'm gonna go at the other end here and use the other end. Yeah, so it's always best, of course, to have your products, but look, things happen, and it happened. I'm on top of this usually, and I was just certain that I still had more, so. I didn't. Well, I'll be using this later. Okay, you want to dry? Can we dry you? So we're gonna dry. So not everyone likes the drying. I'll be sure to lower the sound when I edit. Well, edit, you know what I mean? Because this is a full video. I say no edits, but there are certain edits that need to be done, like sound sometimes is too loud or not loud enough or whatever. But I'm gonna lower the sound for this. And if you do not enjoy the drying process, then please just fast forward to the next step. All right, I'm gonna put mine on too. I have little ears that I'll put on also. There you go. Time to dry. Let's dry Pixie. Okay? No, you're all good. Okay. Listen at me. What are you doing, Lorraine? Oh my God. You okay? See? What's your problem? No. off. So the reason why I put this belly band here on her, of course, is so that she doesn't keep turning and turning. So I can focus on each section of her body when I'm drying. And I put this because it just seems to be a little more comfortable. Put this away, let this dry, I'm gonna flip it, let it dry. All right, we gotta do your head now. So I like to change dryers. Lately I've been using this Dews a lot. Hands-free. We'll see how she takes it. If she doesn't want it at all, I mean, she might struggle a bit, might fight me a bit, but we'll see. I like to get a little bit of her head dry. Put it on a little stronger. And using a comb, a brush or a comb, helps separate the hairs better, and it dries better like this. And I'm not brushing on her skin, I'm just tapping and pulling away, because I don't want this to scratch her. What do you do under your neck here? You okay with that? Just tapping and pulling up and away. Put it a little stronger. See how she'll take it. Yeah, it's windy. Yeah, it's a little windy. So all of this here I'm not going to cut. Leave that. You know, I just follow the client's orders. You know, some clients just don't want the typical cut. Sometimes it's just because it's easier for them for the care at home, or so of course it's always a little longer to dry with these dryers. This is not a force dryer, it's a lot lighter on sound-wise and doesn't blow the air as hard, but it's a lot friendlier around the head for the dog, you know? Not bad like that, hon? She did a good job there? Can I get a good job? Comment, good job, Pixie. Good job, Pixie. Everyone's rooting for you. Good job, Pixie. Such a good girl. If ever you do, if ever you do subscribe to my, oh, my husband's arrived. Hang on. Okay. If ever you do subscribe to my channel, or you become a member or whatnot, let me know so I can welcome you. Let me know in the comments. I'll welcome you with pleasure. Love to get to know everyone. I'm gonna give you a little brush, honey. A light brush. Oh, you're still humid a bit here. That's fine. So I'm gonna give her a light brush. I'm gonna go back with my, put this back on. Will you want me to brush the front part first? Not bad. How about the back part? your back part, your bum bum. Let me brush your bum bum. And your tail. No, I'm not done. Turn. Turn, turn. Okay. All brushed out. Let's do your feet. Belly first. Want to do your belly? Can you stand for me? Stand up, good girl. Oh, look at that good girl doing such a good job. Look at you. And go up. And up. It's always important to clean out this whole area here. When she goes pee-pee, she needs to have a clean area so it doesn't stay and get all funky. So I'm just gonna clean out that area a little more. Can you show me, hun? She's got so much fluff. I might have to come back after I've cut everything. That looks fine. Can I see, hun? Can you show me? There, nice and clean. Good girl. All right, under your arm, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Not that much. They don't, doesn't seem like she gets matted in there. Or I still like to take just a little bit off. Yeah, that's fine. Right, we do your toesies. All right, so I'm going to use a 30 blade. If you're not used to using the 30 blade, that's pretty short. Now the 40 blade is surgical. I'm using the 30 blade. Some use the 10 blade for the feet. So if you're not used to clipping under the feet, I suggest you start with the 10 blade. And once you get used to it, you can move on up to the 30 blade. Cuts a little shorter, but with that also comes that you could nick the dog. If the dog's kicking around too much, I usually switch to a 10 blade. It's rare. Some dogs are really sensitive under the feet, and then I have to do the 10 blade instead of the 30. They'll get a little more irritated. She's fine. No irritations, I'm sorry. You can't see that. If you keep turning around, they won't see, hun. Hang on. Whoops, watch it. Whoa, no. I'm having a tough time here. Okay. Wait. Wait. Pixie. All right. I ain't gonna fight it. I just won't fight it. Can I have a kiss now? She's hesitating. I try to give her a kiss and she just hesitates. Eventually you'll give me a kiss. All right, so we're going with a 13 millimeter all around her body. Client wants her short. Oh, but first we do the nails. Can I see your toenails? Are you gonna let me do this? This is gonna be a struggle? Wait, they don't seem very long. They're not very long, guys. I'm just, there's nothing to cut there. Look how pink that is. There's nothing to cut. Just because a dog comes in doesn't necessarily mean their nails need to get done. Sometimes the client might have got them done. Sometimes the nails in the back don't grow. Well, it's not that they don't grow as fast, it's just that they get used up a little quicker if they're walking around on the asphalt. And 1, 2, what? Whoa. Whoa. Look at that, guys. We got a missing toe. 1, 2, 3. We got a missing toe. There's only 3 toes there, plus your little thumb. remember now that you only had 3 toes, like 1, 2, 3, and then, oh wow, just missing one. Boop, boop. Special girl, huh? You're reminding me of Sheila on The Bold and the Beautiful. She cut her toe. Huh? Do you know Sheila on Bold and the Beautiful? She cut her toe. Okay. All right. I had completely forgotten about that. So of course she wants a collar. So how am I going to do this? I am going to just start here. The rest will be scissored, you know, with my scissors. Normally I'd start at the occiput, but no, I'm going to leave all of this here. I'm going to start lower. And she wants a 13, of course, so nice and short. Last time we did a 16, but she wants shorter. So we're doing 13. I'm going to back brush, tap and pull up. If you feel more comfortable doing this in reverse, you can actually do it in reverse. It'll cut a little shorter, but you are more than welcome to do that in reverse if you want to. This is just how I like to do it. See here? It's a little wet there. A little humid. How come? All right. Come around. Tie her back up here. Leave that collar. Yeah, everything's going to be done with scissors because she just wants that big poofy collar there. Doesn't want me to take too much off. Okay, so if you're going to be pulling like that, honey, I can't. It's not going to work. Fluff up. You got a little cow pattern going on. Like a little cow. Is that a Jersey cow? Is it those Jersey cows that have those spots like that? Is that what they're called? I know there's different kind of cows. Speaking of cows, we're thinking of maybe getting chickens. We checked with the town. We were allowed to have up to 5 chickens. I don't want 5 chickens. That would be way too many chickens for, there would be way too many eggs. Apparently each chicken lays about an egg a day. I mean, I do eat eggs almost every day. I like my eggs. But, like for breakfast, I'll just have them differently, hard-boiled or whatever. But, when you break an egg, usually the inside's supposed to be like a dark, deeper yellow orange. Well, the eggs at the supermarket are just yellow. You can see there's lack of nutrients in there. Those poor chickens are, forced to lay eggs every day, all the time. Not just one egg. Probably give them hormones to get them to produce a lot of eggs. Therefore, we would have, just normal chickens, a chicken that would just lay an egg when she wanted to, It's not even for the eggs, it's just to say that we have chickens and care for them. Any of you ever had any chickens out there? I think that would be cute in my garden. Have some chickens back there. We'll see. It's not now. Maybe something maybe next year, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna see. So I'm not really going to, I'm not gonna clip with this back there. I wanna make like a nice round bum. Because if I clip, I'm pretty sure it's just gonna go flat. So I want to make a nice round bum. And take everything off the leg here. And I'm going to scissor that back here. No, Pixie. She's got, I mean, her hair is so thick. Look at that, how thick that is. It's dense. There's a lot. I have to hold her skin here. She's got really, you know, when the skin just wants to follow, you got to kind of tighten the skin up there. Just pull a bit. I'm not hurting her, I'm just pulling just a little. Because she's got very loose skin. Look at that. Well, looks like my job is done. Nothing else is coming off, so. All right, so the rest will be scissored for sure. Okay, can you turn? So for this part here, and by the way, I don't touch the top of her head. So my client says she wants to keep this, what's above my hands, okay? That she wants this to be fluffy. But I don't want to just shave her here and she's all skinny and then having like a bib hanging over it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scissor all of this, all of it. Hang on, maybe more in the back. Take off her shoulder. Do that like that. Almost looks like a lion cut, like for cats. Because normally clients will want me to keep all of this, like I'll just scissor this a bit and then keep that front part like, and just like round it out, fluff it up. But that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna use the scissors for this. But I will look underneath here and around at her elbows. I'm gonna take all of that off. And then I'm gonna go in reverse here. Look, this is just the way I do it. There are no laws. As I repeat constantly, this is not competitive grooming. I'm grooming pets, our loved ones. So I'll just scissor this also. Maybe I can take a little more off. And I'll just blend that in, scissor it. Okay, we're almost done, honey. So we have no head to do, no top of the head. She does not want me to touch the top of her head. She doesn't want me to touch her ears either. I'm gonna turn you around and we're gonna just do, no, she's standing. Some dogs do that. Instead of turning, they'll just stand straight up. Depending on the breed too, there are certain breeds that move differently. I need you to stand, hon. And I'm just going to tip that. 1. No, Pixie, wait. No, you have to repeat. Tell them no. They'll pull their leg away from you. You got to come back in, try again. If you're thinking of becoming a groomer, you'll be working your patience. You need to be patient. It's not the easiest job in the world. You have to be very understanding and understand that you're moving at their pace, not yours. So often there are people who, have to groom in a rush, and that's never a good idea. Never, ever, ever. The dog will feel it. You will feel it. It's just bad. All right, so remember here, I'm just gonna chop some off. Creating a nice little round little leg there. I'm gonna do the inside also. Hang on, let me sit down. Oh, honey, be patient. Be patient, she's shaking. You have no reason to shake, honey. You don't need to. And see, guys, some dogs will be like that. They'll just shake. The moment they come in, they just start shaking. And they'll just shake the whole time they're here. Huh, little girl? See all this extra hair here? I'm just gonna take off that fuzz. I'm not enjoying that. This one just leaves a softer look. You can also come in and just do it with your straights. I like using my peacocks. These are my peacocks. Really, honey? Okay, that's one nice leg. That's a sexy leg. I'm just gonna remove all of this. So you're gonna sit down. Can you stand for me, hon? Yes, no, maybe, please. All right. No, I need to turn your head. I'm coming in here with scissors. You'll see me do that often where I just toss their heads like that. I'm not trying to be impolite or mean. You need to toss their head because I'm coming in with some scissors here. That's looking not too bad. I gotta round this out. Once I get back there later, I'll round it out. I'm not liking this divot here. Watch it. Turn your head. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing on the side. Usually I'll go all around, but this time I just feel like doing the back end, getting the front end done in the end. In the end. All right. More will come off. I'm just kind of going around it right now. Just around and shaping things. These scissors, they cut, and they cut a lot, and they cut fast. They take chunks out at a time. So you gotta, when using these are from Kenshi. They're called the peacocks. They're thinners. They're, how many teeth? 18 teeth. Yeah. If the dog were to, if I'm chopping like this and back up, I would create a hole for sure. So that's why having my hand on the dog like this all the time, I can feel the muscles. I can feel if they're gonna back into my scissor or something. And of course, accidents happen where, oops, you made a hole. in the hair. You gotta fix it. Okay, Pixie, toss over. We'll move around. You know, nothing's perfect. And then when you make a mistake, you know not to make that mistake next time. You know, you learn from it. Stand, honey. It's kind of bumpy back there. I gotta fix it. I'd like you to stand sideways like this. For some reason, you want them to do something and then they'll just do the complete opposite of what you're wanting. Okay. Stand, stand. Stand, stand. So if you have any questions, you know, about my scissors, about products, about the whys of whatever I am doing, and you're just wondering stuff, or the hows, let me know. That's what I'm here for. I record these videos for you guys to watch, to enjoy, but I also record them for you guys, for you to learn. I've been doing this for 15 years now. In October, it'll be 15 years. Okay, so let's cut all of this area out. See, I'm holding her tail up. She's kind of pulling. See this side? This side isn't equal with that side. Oh, up. So because she's her body, she's turning her body. And then you always say to your client, the groom the cut is as good as the dog. If the dog doesn't, you know, you keep trying, right? You got to keep trying, of course, to get your job done properly. But I'm not going to sit here for a half hour and just because it's not exactly equal, I'm not going to fight the dog for that at all. I'm just trying to see if both sides are equal. This side seems to have, it's just a little, no, just a little too much here. To remember, see how Pixie is shaking? The grooming process makes her nervous. And if the dog's fighting like this, then you decide to stop. I'm just trying to get a little bum going here. I'm going to create a little bum here. And that's just by to create a bum, you want to come in here and just make a little separation. And then come in an angle up here, if she lets you. I'm not going to be creating any perfect bums today with Pixie. I just didn't want it to be too flat. All right. So it's not too bad. Could make it better, but hey, it is what it is. So you look to one side. Look to the other side. Okay, let's see what's going on. I'm going to need to brush this out. Okay, so there's always this extra hair here. I'm just gonna take out like that. For using these. Okay, can I fluff up your toes? I think it's the first time I created a bum for her. Okay, can I fluff these toes? See how the hair goes straight up when you're fluffing it up? It's gotta go. Can I fluff your toes here too? Can I fluff these? Fluff, fluff. There. And now we're going to do the other foot here. And fluff, fluff this one. Now, use your scissors. We're almost done, guys. I only have her collar to do. And then back here, there's that extra hair that I had mentioned a while ago. Okay, you want to sit? Give me a second. Let me see this. Okay. Okay. All right. So, for this collar area here, take this off. Now, client's asking. I'm doing this on the fly here, guys. So I think I'm going to start in the back. Turn, turn, turn. And I'm just going to get rid of some of this extra here. Just around like that. I'm going to shorten it just a little bit. I don't want to shorten too much because she enjoys this collar. So I'm just making everything equal. I'm holding her head down, but she doesn't want. Kind of gotta set her in place. I'm just holding her around her muzzle and keeping her head down. I don't want her backing up and me catching her ear. See what she's doing with her leg? She's trying to take my hand off of her muzzle. Nope. Nope. No, I don't want you to be too short here. Okay. So this is a little longer than this. See? I got 2 fingers, and here I got only 1. See? Okay. I can't make it perfect. She just keeps pulling. So I'm not going to make it perfect. You pull, I do not perfect. I do not perfect. So I'm just going to come around her collar here. And I'm going to take more off than what I usually would. Because see, as she said, she wants this here. I'm taking more off with my scissors, but not with my clippers. My clippers would have come in and gotten way too much of that off. Way too much. I just don't want to create like a, you know, that she has this weird skirt around her head. Lightly take some off there, not a lot. Are you getting this? I hope you guys are seeing this. We're coming shorter here. No, no. No, no, Pixie. And I'm just floating with my scissors, guys. I'm not, you know, I can't just jump in there and grab what I want. Don't turn your head. I don't want to pull your ear. Bring your head up. Bring your head up. I'm just eyeing it. All right, so she still wants that. Now, I might go in just a little shorter. You know, don't do that. I don't like that. Not easy when they're moving around, eh? I'm not sure I'm gonna like this look, but this is what she's asking for. She just wants this here to fluff up like that. I don't know. I don't know if I like that. No. Sometimes you just got to give what the client wants, you know? Still coming around short here. Write that down in your, this isn't looking right here. So this is my first time doing it like this on her. She just wants this fluff color to just come around like that. No, Pixie, wait, wait. It's like a fluff color. Definitely not how I do it, but anyhow, it's okay. Doing my best with Pixie, just pulling. What? Maybe the client's gonna see it and say, no, 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 I don't like it. Well, I don't like it. Did you guys like it? What do you think? Because this is what she's asking for. She says she just wants keep this here and the rest short. Wait, wait, wait. If I there's no way I can finish this because she's pulling too much. She's really pulling too much. Okay, so it is what it is, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I upload new videos every Monday and Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. And I now have my memberships. If you want to become a member, all you have to do is just visit my page and click on join. And you can hang out with me and others. And that's what it is for today, guys. Client asked for this. And this is what Pixie gets. All right. Take care, guys. I will see you in the next video. Bye.
Hey there, pet parents and grooming gurus. If you enjoyed my tail-wagging transformations and want more tips to keep your furry friends looking fabulous, just hit that subscribe button. Remember, every click helps spread the love and lathers of grooming joy. Subscribe now and let's embark on this fluffy journey together.